Hey everyone, this is DemainaNyx, and I'm back with more of a human resource machine. 3 sort. Yes, we rank our employees here. Of course they do. From worst performing all the way to best performing. Well, where do you rank? Let's give it some thought while we complete this assignment. For each 3 things in the inbox, send them to the outbox in the order from smallest to largest. Okay, so this is another compare. Well, that's helpful. Okay, so if we copy, then we have to do, I already have 2 in our hands. So if you subtract from 1, if it's negative, that means the one you are holding is smaller. So from smallest to largest. So if it's positive, that means it's bigger than the whatever value. Oh, okay, if that one, you know that the one in the last column is bigger than the one in the second column. So then you need to see if the second column is bigger than the first, or yeah, sorry. A lot of it's trying to explain this and think it out. So you know that 2 is bigger than 1. So you have to check to see if 1 is the smallest or if 0 is the smallest. So you copy 1, and then we're going to subtract from 0. Subtract 0. Hold on. I'm going to try to make some subroutines here. Okay, so this one means that you're the smallest. Outbox that value. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to what we originally had. Because that's the right thinking. The problem is I'm doing it because I should probably do it here to figure out what the smallest value between these two are, and then do it again when it gets to this value. If negative, that means that you are the smallest value, so output that. Of the 2. That's where I'm... Ah. Okay. So copy from... We've already established that 9 so then 9 would be this, so thanks. So then you copy from 9, output that, and then you copy from 0 and output that, and then we need to start again. And now we need to see if you're not negative, that means you're this. Okay, if I subtract 5 from 1, I get a negative. So that's right. That means if it's a negative, that means the one that you were holding, which once I add should give me that value, is a smaller value. So then you go to the inbox, get a new one, repeat the process, you get another negative, so you get back to your original value. That tells you that you're bigger, so you put that there. Copy from there, that'll give you that value. And then copy from there, that'll give you the other value. Now, herein lies the thing. If it's positive, that means that the other value is the biggest. So in this example, that means that 0 is the biggest. So here, we can just copy from 0 to 9. Do this again. Because then that should mean you're holding the biggest value. Or the smaller of the two values. I have to think about this because it's going to be wrong. Right now it's wrong. Okay, right now it's wrong. Already it's wrong. Okay. It's still wrong right now. I'm just trying to think about the other values. So like this group should help me with my thinking. Okay, slow down. Nope, that's not what I want to back up. So, right now, so that's good. So then we go get new values. Store that there, pick up this one. It's positive. So that means that the first value is the biggest or smallest value. So we send that to 9. Get the next value. Subtract that. So that's told us that that's the smallest value. Okay, so we know 9 is the smallest value. That's what I have wrong. Okay. Well, I could always reorganize them. I could copy whatever is in 0 or 1 to 0. Because then that forces 0 to be my biggest value. Okay, so if I want to copy, first I gotta put this, the value I currently have, in 9. So I gotta store my smallest value in 9, and then move my biggest value to 0. This is where I'm getting lost, because I don't want to wipe that memory spot, but I want to have 0 being my biggest value, so I can just reuse my bottom values here. Because that way I have my biggest value in in 8 of the 2. Okay. So that means, okay. That means that one, that's wrong. Oh. I wish there was a pause feature. I realize pause is probably just hit back a step. Okay, we have a 2 and a 5. So the 2 should go in the 9. See, that's where I have a mistake. Okay. Was it negative? It should be. It should have been negative. Oh, it should be positive. That's what I mean. Okay, so if it's positive, then we need to do click. Copy to 8. Copy from 1. Nope, copy to 9. Nope, copy to 8. And then copy you to 9. And then jump. And then same. Another add. Add the same value. Okay, that means you're bigger. But we don't know if you're bigger than both or just one. So we have to add the value back. And then subtract 1 from 8. Let me get through these first ones. Because that works. We know that works. So, 6 should go in the 8. 1 should go in the 9. Whoops. Well, I messed that up. Okay. So we now know. Yes, I know. Back up. We now know that 7 is bigger than 3. So we add it back. And then we have to subtract it from 8. From 8 to figure out which one's bigger. And if negative, that means this value is bigger. Oops, undo. We know 8's bigger, so we might as well. I was going to say, if it's negative, though, I don't touch this, so I can't subtract from 8. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. It's way too long. Okay, 34. Maybe it's not too long, but it's still too long in my book. And this is not ideal, because I don't know if that's the smallest value. And the only way to enforce that it's... Nope, I do know it's the smallest value. So if I subtract from 8 first, because we know 8's the bigger value. If it's negative, I should write down what if it's negative. If it's negative, that means the one that you're holding is bigger, correct? That means the one that you're holding is smaller. Okay, so I'm a little bit lost. I know that I've got most of it down. The problem is I have to take into account if they're equal. So that means an if 0. The problem is trying to figure out what to do if they're equal to 0. Because right now, I have it that 8 is the largest and 9 is the smallest of the first two. And then I try to compare these, whatever the third value is. If it's bigger than or smaller than this one, then clearly this is the smallest. So you put that there, you put that there, you put that there. Well, if this is equal to this one, you cause problems. Same thing if this is equal to this. Technically, they're not bigger than each other. So if a third value came in, you could say this is the smallest, and this one's bigger than it. So I'd have to compare it to this one, you get the same thing and whatever. But it's trying to figure out how to do if they're equal, which is messing me up. I think if they're equal, I can treat them like they're the same. But I'm not entirely sure. I have to check if they're equal first before I check if they're negative. I'm not sure. Let's give that a try. So far, so good. Nope. I think I'm going to cause a problem. Yep. I don't like it, but I will do it. I did it again. Three from 4, subtract that. If 0, if negative. Copy from 2. I don't have a copy from 2? Why not? Finally! Just took forever in a year. It's horrible. Yeah, it's way over. It's not even fast. That's the problem. And there's ways to optimize it, and I can't think of them right now for whatever reason. Urgh. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for today, because clearly that one drove me a little bit crazy. And I'm staring at it thinking, I know there's a way to make this easier, and I just can't think about it. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully this has been interesting. If not, maybe it'll give you an idea of why programming can be a little bit crazy. Something. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. Hopefully you learned something maybe, or you just got to sit here watching me struggle. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one.